Welcome to the Short Funk Podcast. I'm Tom Barbalet, and today a combination review from the Art of Rap Festival. Mobb Deep and EPMD. EPMD was up first of these two. They went back to back. EPMD's DJ turned up the sound system considerably, and up until this point in time it was loud, but it wasn't really like thump you in the chest, ear-piercingly loud. When EPMD came up, they turned the sound system up, initially with the DJ, and then with the MCs, sufficient that the festival after this period of time actually became painful, and I chose when to stand up in order to experience certain parts, because your body was just going to be assaulted by this. My hope was that EPMD was going to perform Gold Diggers, kind of like that one, but aside from that, they performed a bunch of favourites, What You Saying, just a bunch of classic EPMD songs, lots of good scratching, and they made a point associated with the fact that they represent an age of hip-hop where the DJ was the highest level of the group. Lots of good scratching, very loud, very in your face, but very interesting in terms of just seeing EPMD perform. They're performers who frequently, and same with Mobb Deep, have falling outs and what have you, and go for years, 5, 7 years, where they don't perform together. So the ability to see them performing together was a luxury. I can't really say anything more. I mean, they performed their hits, they performed them well, it was considerably louder than expected, but, you know, your soul has to be hit with an EPMD performance. I was very impressed with what I saw. Mobb Deep came out, and initially I thought they didn't have sample clearance for some of their stuff. But again, they performed all their hits as well. They also rarely perform together these days. And the ability to see them performing, completely and utterly untouchable. You do get the impression that they have a slightly kind of rawer perspective on the world, perhaps than any of the other performers in the Art of Rap. And it was well appreciated. The nature of their samples, and particularly because EPMD had already turned the sound system up, when Mobb Deep was performing, you could appreciate the breadth of, treble, bass, crackle. Everything was there in the music, and acoustically, they were really very present. Slightly sloppier in terms of the, tightness of the raps than EPMD and a number of the other folk that performed, but still, as a thing, well worth seeing. I did have the sense through the Art of Rap that it was almost like going to a zoo. You were seeing rare and exotic animals that would be very difficult to actually see in any other circumstances, and certainly I felt that way with Mobb Deep. Tom Barbalet in San Jose, signing out.